As I was thinking about what I wanted to present on today, I thought talking about templates is such an important topic because that is one of the many ways that you can save time as you're building a course. So remember, time is a scarce resource and it shouldn't be wasted because you can't get it back later. This is why it's important that we use time efficiently and effectively, which is why I'm assuming you're all here because you want some tips on how to use your time efficiently and effectively. So our goals for today, we are going to talk about the benefits of templates. And then I thought we could go through a couple of template components. For the sake of time, we're not going to have time to get through every single idea we have related to how you can add templates to your course. But I will highlight a few key things to talk about today. And then at the end, you're going to be so excited about how to use templates in your course that you're going to ask me, Janisha, how do I get access to these templates? And I'm going to tell you how you can do that. So, quick story time. Have you ever been on the way home from work or on the way somewhere and you thought, I really just need to take a quick stop at the grocery store to be in and out in 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes if you're really lucky, you just really want to be in and out. Well, if you think about your favorite grocery store, one of the things that you'll notice is that the layout of those grocery stores are all very similar. Let's take, for example, Publix, our beloved Publix. Whenever you enter Publix, if you look at the periphery of Publix, you'll always see the same things. You'll get your produce on one side, you'll have your bakery on the other side. And so similar to our experience as a customer in a physical space, our learners expect and appreciate intuitive design in an online space. So keep that in mind as we go through today's session. So here's the big why. Why should we use templates? It's going to save you some development time. It's going to add navigation and structure to your course. And then it's going to lessen student cognitive load. Now, for today, we're going to talk about a couple of template components that I thought would make the most sense for our time today. We're going to talk about a landing page, a navigation video. We'll also talk about modules, and we'll talk about a frequently asked questions page or discussion board. All right, so what is a landing page? A landing page is your student's first experience with your course. It should provide clear directions on how they should begin the course, how to navigate the course, and then how they can get started. So, how does this save you time? It really provides students with guidance on how they can get started in your course, and then really think about how your landing page is welcoming to the students who get there. So what I've done here is I have an example, 2 examples of landing pages. This first landing page is just an example of what a student might see when they first log into the course. This is one of the examples from the landing page, right? So on this landing page, all that's there is the course syllabus. How do students know that they're in the right syllabus, right? They could probably find it by the naming of the syllabus, but then it doesn't tell them what they should do next, right? Where do I go after I've read the syllabus? Yes, the syllabus is an important component of your course, but if this is my first time logging in, my first question would be, all right, well, how do I navigate this course? And then I have access to my syllabus, but what do I do once I've reviewed the syllabus? I'm ready to get into the content. What is there to do next? So that is one of the ways that this is an example of a template that could use some improvements. And then if we look at this specific template, we see that students would be given information about the course title. They'd also be given the instructor name, which are important because what happens if you think you're in one course, but you're actually in another course. So having that landing page that provides students with information about the course and the instructor on the home page are very important. Then it gives students a description, course prerequisites, and then here's a section about what they should do to begin this course. So unlike the other template where in the improvements template, where the homepage was the syllabus, within this homepage, you'll find the syllabus linked here for students to be able to review. Then it tells them what to do next, right? To navigate, there's a navigation video, modules, and then the key part, this button here at the bottom, which says Get Started. So those are some key components of your landing page. So the next component that we're going to talk about is the navigation video. So just like when we use Google Maps, Apple Maps, all of those maps to help us get to a location, that is really the purpose of your navigation video. When we think about the purpose of any kind of GPS system, right, it's to help us get to our destination quickly, efficiently, and in the least amount of time possible, right? We want to get to that place successfully and quickly with the least amount of stress possible, right? So your navigation video in your course should do the same thing. It's really a tour of your course, which is structured, which shows students how your course is structured, apologies, and where they can access that course content. So the reason why or how this saves you time is that it provides students with guidance on your course structure and where ultimately they can find that information. So our department uses a navigation video for the courses that we build. And I thought this was a great time for you all to be able to take a peek and watch that video. So as you're watching this video, pay attention to some of the key things that you'll find in a navigation video in the event that you would like to create your own navigation video, or if you just like to use ours. So here we go.
Hello and welcome to a video tour of your online course in Canvas. Let's get started. The blue menu bar on the left side of the Canvas interface, or along the bottom if you're using the Canvas mobile app, is the global navigation bar. The dashboard and courses links will show all your enrolled courses. The calendar will display all the assignments and due dates across your enrolled courses. The inbox link is an internal communication system that allows you to message your peers or instructors. The help link provides information on how to get technical and academic support. Resources contains links to various information that you may need when enrolled in an online course. To access a course, click the course card inside the dashboard. The course homepage is the page you first see when you log into your course. The instructor will post announcements in the Announcements link area. The syllabus link will take you to the course syllabus, which you can download, and a list of assignments that are due. To get started and access a course's welcome page, click the Get Started link on the home page. This will show information about the instructor, course, objectives, and everything else you need to get started. From this page forward, you can click the Next button to proceed in the course. You can access the Modules section of your course by clicking Modules in the left-hand navigation. Please note that all modules may not be available at once, as some may be time-released. In the module introduction page, you'll see objectives, a to-do list, readings or instructional materials, and assignments. You can also access the assignments area by clicking on the link in the course menu. The quizzes link will provide a list of quizzes required in this course, if any. The discussions link includes graded and/or non-graded discussion forums. Please click the grades link to view the grades in a course. Remember, if at any time you require assistance within the content of this course, please contact your instructor by using the inbox feature on the Canvas main menu. For any Canvas-related issues, please use the help link in the same area. This video was brought to you by FAU Center for Online and Continuing Education. Thanks for watching.
So that is just one example of a navigation video. So as you watched the video, you saw that it really provided students with a tour of the course, letting them know where they could find things like the modules, the assignments, where they could check their grades, as well as information if they need help, right? Tech support. All of those things are important things that you should probably know in a navigation video. So next up, we have a syllabus quiz. So as I was thinking about the syllabus quiz and putting together this presentation, I came across a lot of memes related to instructors who were frustrated that their students were not reading the syllabus, right? I'm sure you've all seen those memes where it says something like, read it, it's in the syllabus, you can find it there, those kind of things, those kind of memes. And so one of the ways that you can address students maybe not fully reading or understanding, or not even maybe taking a look at your syllabus, is by creating a syllabus quiz. So ultimately, the purpose of a syllabus quiz is to make sure that students have an understanding of the essential elements of your syllabus. So when I think about, or when I recommend a syllabus quiz to instructors, some of the things that I think about, or that I encourage instructors to think about as they are creating this syllabus quiz, is think about those high volume questions you get from students all the time, right? So if students ask you all the time, do you accept late work? That could be one of your syllabus questions. If students ask you, what is the formatting you'd like us to use for this paper? That could be a syllabus quiz. So it's really your opportunity, as I said, to make sure that students understand those essential elements that are in your syllabus. Now, if you are going to create a syllabus quiz, I would also encourage you to provide immediate feedback after completing the syllabus to help minimize the confusion. So what that means is, let's say the question is about if you accept late work, right? And a student says, yes, you accept late work. Obviously, there was some confusion or misunderstanding about what your policy is in terms of late work. So the way to provide that immediate feedback would be within the quiz, if students have selected no at the end, giving that feedback and typing it in per the syllabus on page whatever, you will see that I do not accept late work. So that'll help to clarify and to minimize some of the confusion that can come up. So how does a syllabus quiz save you time? That way you can avoid answering the same questions repeatedly, right? Like I said, your high volume questions are going to be the ones that you probably want to include in a syllabus quiz. The next component you'll want to think about adding to your template is a space for frequently asked questions. So I think we're all pretty familiar with what a frequently asked questions page is, right? It's a place with the most common questions that anyone could ask about a subject. So in this case, it would be common questions that students can ask related to your course. So that could be about assignments, it could be about quizzes. I like to think of the frequently asked questions section as an addition to your syllabus quiz, right? So not only can you give students an opportunity to make sure that they've reviewed the syllabus in the syllabus quiz, but if those frequently asked questions, sometimes students may forget. So if it's on a frequently asked questions page, discussion board, whatever that might be, it's another opportunity to reinforce those expectations, right? So The great thing about a frequently asked questions page, discussion board, whatever tool you choose to use, is that it's a 24/7 resource, right? Just like your course access, I'm assuming is going to be a 24/7 resource. As a person, I'm not available 24/7, right? So I cannot be a 24/7 resource. However, I can create this page with those common questions that students might ask or need clarification on a frequently asked questions page. Within our template, we use the frequently asked questions as a discussion board. And really, it's up to you on how you would like to use that. The beauty of using it as a discussion board is that students have an opportunity to respond to each other. And then it also is the opportunity for students to see, hey, I'm not the only one who had that question, and I'm not the only one who wasn't sure about that. Or they can answer the question before you have an opportunity to get to it. Because we all know that students sometimes work on different schedules, time schedules than us, right? So how does this save you time? You'll get less emails because hopefully a lot of the questions are in your frequently asked questions. And then common students may be answered by other students, which saves you a little bit of time in terms of answering that question. Now, that is not to say that I'm saying that you should not look at your frequently asked questions if you're using a discussion board. But just be aware that a lot of the time students are going to answer another student's question before you even have an opportunity to take a look at that. All right. Now we're going to talk about modules and pages. So the simplest way that I could think to describe what a module was is to think of it as your course schedule. So typically at the end of your syllabus, you'll have it laid out, a plan for students of what exactly it is that they're going to be expected to do for that semester, for the course. So it'll include assignment due dates. It'll include what to read based on that week. So you should use modules and pages to provide students with some structure as well as access to all the content and material that they need to be successful that week. So if you use modules and pages, it provides consistent content as well as ease of navigation. And then having a well-designed structure helps students make the best use of their time because they're not looking for the readings that you've asked them to read. They're not looking for the videos that you've asked them to watch. It's all on that one page for them to see. And then modules and pages also set clear expectations and requirements for that week or that module, however you choose to lay out your course. The benefit of this and how this saves you time by having modules and pages is that it's an overview, right? That overview page has all the instructional resources in one place, and students are not confused about where they need to go to find that content. So let's look at an example. Section of the Center for Online and Continuing Education's template that we use. So if you see on the left-hand side, we are in the module section of our template. And for this template course that I'm using to show you guys what it looks like as a template, you'll see we have a Start Here module, and then the course is broken up into modules, or I like to think of the modules as weeks as well. So module 1 would be considered like week 1, and then module 2, week 2, module 3, week 3, so forth and so forth. The benefit of having your course structured this way, as I kind of said before, is that for one, it's going to provide ease of navigation, and I'm going to show you how it's easily to navigate through the course this way. And then we're going to look specifically at a module page and how that module page is structured so that you can see how it's easy for students to have everything that they need in one place on that one page. So for the purpose of what we're doing right now, we're going to look at module 2. Yes, I know we're probably like week 10 of this semester, but here we go. So module 2 has been created. We'll think of it as the second week. I've included dates here so students are not confused about what module are we in, today's what date. It's clearly laid out and structured and organized that way for students to see. So the title of this module is the reasons why. And then when I click on this page, it gives me everything that students will need for this week to be successful, right? So one of the ways that we can lessen the cognitive load for students is by providing them everything that they need in one place so that they don't have to go searching for it somewhere else. So the way our template is structured is we've got that same title here that we just saw on the last page, and then we provide a module introduction. So this module introduction, that could be a text, that can be a video. And one of the things you'll want to keep in mind as you're thinking about what you want to be your module introduction is a hook, right? You want students to be excited about why this content in this module is really important. So that's where you would hook students into how awesome this content is for module 2. Then next we will see some objectives listed there. And then your to-do list. This to-do list can be as lengthy as you'd like it to be, but it needs to be clear to students, right? What is it that you're expecting them to do in this module should be listed right there. And then as you'll see, like I mentioned, we have a frequently asked questions discussion. In our template, it's a discussion, but again, if you'd rather that to be a page where students can go and reference those frequently asked questions, then you can make that a page. But it's a great resource to link to every page. So if I'm going through the module and I have a question as I'm thinking about it, it's right there, easy access for students. And then here I've linked all of the readings that students will need for that module. And like I said in the to-do, they have to watch the video. So what did I do? I linked this video right here within the module page so students could easily watch that video. And then I've also linked today's presentation to this module just for the purpose of what we're doing. So you'll see at the end here, we have assignments. And so for ease of navigation, that's one of the things I keep bringing up. And that's the reason why we've structured the page the way that we structure it. That's the reason why the course is structured the way that it's structured, right? So if we look at, I'm going to go back just for a second to look at modules. And you'll see here that to the reasons why, that's the name of the module. And then next here, you'll see template assignment for project with rubric. That's not the name of the actual assignment, but I just stuck it there so that we could go through this together. So I want you to keep that name in mind. We're going to go back to module 2. And then at the bottom, when students click next, look at the title here at the bottom of what's the next page that students will get access to. It's called template assignment for project with rubric. If I'm not mistaken, that was what we saw on the last page. So that's what makes it easy to navigate, right? They don't have to go searching through the assignments to find it. If they go through this module page and they are ready to tackle that assignment, they can just click next and get to the assignment. So just to do it, here it is. I've clicked next, and here is the assignment right here with obviously templated information about what students need to be successful to complete this assignment. Again, you're lessening the cognitive load by just giving that flow, right? easy for students to find exactly what it is they're looking for at the time that they're looking for it. So, as I said at the beginning of the presentation, I knew you were going to be super excited about templates and you were going to ask me where you could find these templates. So now is the time that we do that. So the template that I was using today for this presentation is the template that we use at the Center for Online and Continuing Education. If you'd like access to that template, you could just send us an email and we'd be happy to help you put that template in your course. The other way that I'm not sure a lot of people know about is through Canvas Commons. So I'd like to show you really quickly how you can do that. All right, so from your Canvas homepage, what you're gonna want to do in the navigation pane here in blue on your left-hand side of the screen, you're gonna click on this icon, which looks like a circle with an arrow pointing out to the right, Commons. Then this is Canvas Commons. And then what you're going to want to do to find FAU created Canvas shell templates is in the search bar, you are going to search for FAU course template. And then you'll see here, these are the FAU course templates that you have access to, and you don't even need to ask anybody to get access to it. What I have found is that a lot of instructors really like, excuse me, this FAU course template because it has a picture of the stadium and, you know, for people who want that experience of what it's like on campus, this is kind of the preferred. However, you have access to all four of those that you can use in the course as you like to. So to wrap it up, here's a summary of why you should use templates. It lessens the cognitive load for students because they can easily find whatever it is that they're looking for, and they can focus their attention on the course content, right? With a template, you're going to be using clear, structured, and organized navigation for students to follow. Using a template can increase engagement and clear up and make sure you have set clear expectations. And finally, last but not least, it'll save you time in terms of building and structuring, and then it'll save time for students in that they're not all over the place in your course looking for what they need to be successful.